Traditionally, ITOps has always played a critical role in enterprise software companies, for example. But nowadays, with user experience being such an important suite of metrics and being so core to the very existence of the company, it seems like there are far more teams that are familiar with the ITOps function at all than ever were in the past. And it seems like they get blamed for just about everything when in fact there's so much happening around the organization and they only have so much bandwidth. There's only so much they can do. It's really difficult times to be IT ops.
Totally. Ken, I think IT ops teams are on the hot seat, right? Literally. And the people that we talk to, we interact with medium and large enterprises across multiple verticals across the world. The IT ops teams, you can feel it when you talk to them. They are dreading anything that goes wrong. They don't want any problems to happen or anomalies to happen, or they get the phone call saying, hey, this thing broke, this thing is not working. By the way, this happens to not just the average enterprise there. It happens to even the mighty, right? You've
Mm-hmm.
seen Amazon, which is as good as it gets when it comes to the IT environment. Facebook, now Meta, they have experienced problems multiple times over the past year, which actually goes on to show that the problem is not just with how you design, but also how you're able to operation side of it. So that's why IT ops, it's always a great idea at the beginning. You design something, you set it all up, you think it's airtight, but it's never the case. Things change a lot. I mean, we live in an environment where things go from on-prem to cloud. Applications are moving on a daily basis for many enterprises. A bank that we've been talking to out here in the southern part of the country, they used to be primarily all on-prem. They have moved about 80% of their applications to the cloud, and they'll be doing the remaining 20% within the next several months. And for them, that transformation period or transition period is very tough, because you're going from an area that you know well to an area that you're still trying to figure out. So the teams within those enterprises, IT ops teams in particular, they have to really learn a whole lot of things in a very short amount of time. Makes it really challenging. Not only technologies, as we know, I mean, technologies in the cloud, change. By the time we started
Mm-hmm.
this discussion, I'm sure three more features got added at AWS and Azure, right?
Yep.
So keeping up with that is not easy. So for them, on one side, they're under pressure to provide the right user experience and service level. On the other side, there is a cost aspect, because the reason why you're moving to the cloud is because you want to optimize your cost structure and to be able to scale up and down pretty rapidly. And then on the third side, you need to provide those business outcomes that matter for the company. I mean, IT ops is not about providing IT operations, but to ensure that the business outcomes are met on a daily basis, whether it be average users, the number of transactions completed, or people eventually the top line to the company or the bottom line. So it's a tough job, and
Yeah.
and I think admiration and kudos and hats off to the folks that actually toil it out in there. But having said that, however good they are, as human beings, they can only do so much. That's why they need the machines to help them scale and understand better, because we can only look things at one screen, one level.
Yeah.